Welcome to the Quick Steps video all about paraphrasing. In this video, we will review what paraphrasing is, why it's necessary, and how to paraphrase properly in your essays. Paraphrasing is the most common and recommended way to integrate information from other sources into your writing. It involves taking information from something someone else wrote and restating that information in your own words within your paper. When presenting a claim, you need to back up that claim with evidence. However, if you use exactly what they write word for word, you're claiming their writing as your own and plagiarizing. Instead, articulating the subject matter they express while doing it in your own words ensures your writing is original and reflects that you have a firm understanding of the topic at hand. Paraphrasing others' information is a helpful tool to add credibility to your writing. In an academic paper, the evidence or proof is the fact that scholars in other writings have said the same thing that you are claiming to be true. If you are having trouble paraphrasing, be sure to read the author's writing thoroughly and ensure you have a solid understanding of what they are trying to say. Then, after reading, look away from the text. Now you can move on to your paper and explain what the source says in your own words. Act like someone told you this information in a conversation, and now you're passing it along to someone else. It may be helpful to think about it like you're teaching someone the information you just learned. You wouldn't want to read the information word for word, but you'd want to add your own wording and tone to help connect with your audience. Let's look at an example. Here we have an original passage from an article called Re-Socializing Motherhood by Helen Davies. Feel free to pause the video and read the passage to work alongside me. I want to include information from this passage in my paper, but it's important not to include large chunks of direct quotes and essay responses, as it can take up a big area of the paper. So we can paraphrase instead. For the purposes of my paper, I want to include what matrescence is, who came up with it, and why it is important. Using Davies' original language here would not only be plagiarizing, but it also simply wouldn't make sense, as she uses very personal language and first-person point of view. So we want to translate the necessary information into a format that better suits our paper. In the paraphrase passage, I begin with a transition sentence that introduces the topic in order to provide context for my readers. Then, now that I've read the original passage and feel I have a solid understanding of the topic, I write the definition and importance of matrescence in a way that makes sense to me and to my paper. And though I'm using my own writing here, the information did come from an outside article, so I will need to cite the source the first time it is used in my paragraph. Remember when paraphrasing that you are sharing someone else's information, not their writing. Fully restate the subject matter in your own words instead of using a thesaurus to simply replace words. And finally, keep in mind that paraphrased information needs to be cited properly to avoid plagiarism. Displayed here is the reference used in today's example. Thank you for watching. If you have questions or need any additional information, please contact us at the CSU Writing Center.